One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Michie Stadium. It's the USF Bulls and the Army Black Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
USF made one of the most interesting hires in the coaching carousel. Brian Hartline is a proven winner as a player and an assistant. Now he'll have an opportunity, first time as a head coach. We will see if he's able to get USF back on top. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So USF's offense will get the ball first. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the RPO. To the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Running inside. It's Isaac. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Army's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add...
Oh, on a play, it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Isaac. Might have a chance. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go right back to it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. In the red area, it's Isaac. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Puts it out of the air. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the draw, it's Howard. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Dyer. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run at the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Isaac. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Bulls have moved it inside the 20. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Using his legs, it's Howard. At the 15, he's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to take off. Looking for room at the 25. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. And the Black Knights look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the returner is stopped. This USF offense will open this drive right here. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The throw. Working that left side now. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Van Buren. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it on the counter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to 4th.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play some...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try and have a big completion here. Give him 6. Touchdown, Army!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Oh, they're after him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 10 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Sooners with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game inside Michie Stadium. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, Let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They'll try the counter. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
On the option. Rides the option. He keeps it. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulls. They take the lead here in the second half.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Dyer. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And an empty backfield here on second and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. The Black Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Black Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Stands in and takes the hit. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking for space. It's Isaac. Hold down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll run the counter. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The trend continues for the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take it.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline.
Guys, what I can see here on the Army sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Benson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Finds his tight end. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly